and we've just pulled into Hilo this morning. It is a beautiful sunny day, about 67 degrees. Today I'll be heading out to the National Volcanic Crater Park, and also we'll be going up to the Orchid Garden that is nearby there and looking at all this beauty around Hilo. So please, if you're interested in cruise destinations, cruise excursions, or travel related tips, extend your cruise ideas, this is the place to be. Hi, I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you, and we will be going shortly. Full of volcanic beauty. Beautiful waterfalls and flowers and just active craters and inactive craters, I should say. And we're on the Hilo side, not the Kona side, so it's more green and lush here. Way over there in the distance, you can see that's a volcano.
They can gather up to 142 inches of rain days. And a lot of these trees were planted by some famous people that have come to Hawaii. So we have Pat Nixon and Thelma Nixon back there. We have Janet McCandles. And on the left, we're going to have J.M.W. McKenzie. He was our first volcanologist to help us with the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. This area to the right with this beautiful cold water is actually called Reed's Bay.
Pretty.
On the left, we're going to be driving through our historical Banyan Drive. Banyan Drive it was incorporated by Franklin Roosevelt, but these were established in the 70s, and this is actually used to be Hawaiian homestead land, where only Hawaiian communities and Native Hawaiians lived here. Tsunami devastation wiped out all the homes in this area. So our Hawaii County has these hotels here to help build up our economy. Mauna Kea stands at 13,800 feet. Mauna Kea in Hawaiian means white mountain. So we did have a beautiful rainfall adventure a couple of weeks ago. So Mauna Kea was actually loaded with snow all the way down to the 10,000 foot level. This pond area, very cold.
Black Sand Beach area. Gorgeous. We got guys going out scuba diving. This is amazing. Amazing. Just beautiful. This whole area is just gorgeous. I mean, this is just gorgeous. So our tour stopped at this park. I didn't catch the name of it, but it's a volcanic black sand beach. And as you can see, it's just incredible, the scenery here. I have been to Hilo before, but I never saw this part of it. So there is an advantage of taking a tour sometimes, because they show you it's a local lady who's been born and raised here, and her family is born and raised here, so she kind of knows the area. But it is just breathtaking. This is like a really amazing place. The time of the day doesn't really capture it, but you can see all the rocks around me. People are out sunbathing. It's really incredible. You should see the way the people are paddleboarding. Not so much here, but they're swimming out in the water. A little bit of surfing. It is quite a beautiful place, but you do need to bring your walking shoes because there is walking everywhere. I noticed they were giving out, the national park rangers are talking to the kids and giving them color books, and they get little wooden ranger badges when they're finished if they are able to complete their little book. So it's like a nice educational place to come to, and it is so peaceful here, I have to say. activity underneath. That's where we just were. So on our tour, they brought us to the HILO Crater area and we got to observe it from a distance. But right now we're at the visitor center and we have an hour of free time. Gift shop and a restaurant. There's not really a lot you can get to, but we're going to try the sulfur beds for something different. And what I have noticed is the Thurston Lava Tube, which is really a cool thing to see. It's about 1.5 miles away, but the bus, I guess, has too much weight in it, so we aren't able to go there. So as we head out to the sulfur beds, I mean, it's a beautiful park. There are a lot of hikes you can do if you're here for the day, but we are only here for a few hours, 1 hour to be exact. So we're just going to see what we can find. But I do remember when I came here before, the Thurston Lava Tube was very interesting. Also, the Orchid Garden we were supposed to see is closed today, so we won't be able to see that, which is unfortunate. But it is beautiful and it is what it is. I'm just going to enjoy the day. It is very beautiful here. It's peaceful, quiet, but it's funny because the certain area that you can go and see the HILO volcano a little closer is closed off because it's split in half or something during the last earthquakes. And also it's some type of mating season for their state bird, and so that it's all nesting within the parking lot area and they don't want anybody over there. So we can't go any closer. But as you can see from a distance, way over there, is some volcano crater activity. The worst time of day to be filming. It's super bright. There's really nothing out here. Sulfur steaming. To me it looks the same thing as the other, but it's just a little bit more private here. It's so weird. It's like a ongoing steam thing, so you know so much activity is going on underneath. This is kind of what it looks like. They're all over the place, these sulfur beds. This is like an earth science lesson. Talking about the stomata on the actual trees here, that they know that's kind of what takes in the oxygen, their breathing pores, and they close up when the wind direction changes so that the sulfur levels drop, then the stomata is open and they're allowed to enter the leaves, because this isn't good to breathe in. It's called sulfur dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. These two gases react chemically to produce pure sulfur, a yellow mineral known to Hawaiians the waste of Hili. It's in a 1960 photo, and how they have eroded into this pile of rocks right here today. So that's the same pile of rocks. So there is movement here, and gases provide clues to hidden changes, that's what they say, within the HILO. And it's all over here. Isn't that crazy? Sulfur is strong, but not unpleasant to a sinner.
They also, on the Hawaii state flag, has 8 stripes, and that represents the main 8 Hawaiian islands.
This is the HILO cruise terminal. My thoughts about the tours. I was talking to a lady who rented a car at each port, and she loved it because she could do her own thing. Like I said before in one of my other videos, if you are prepared and you research and you're ready to go, I noticed that there was some shuttle pickups in Hilo, the rental car pickup. So it's all new since we are the first ship back in 2 years here from COVID. It's just, you know, kind of a work in progress. So definitely check out what you can do on your own if you're that type of person. If not, I mean, you're paying more for a tour, but I have to say they're very knowledgeable people and they give you a lot of insight into the culture and the ways of Hawaii and some of the background history. So you're paying for that, and I found that very interesting. So that's something you might want to think about too. Like, how in depth do you want to go? I mean, Maui was beautiful, and we went to the Volcano Crater. I've been to Maui before, and I just did the beach before. So, you know, I think it takes a couple trips here, or definitely a couple days, to see everything. But it was a great snapshot, and you get a good feel of where you like and where you'd like to come back to. So that was fun. It's been my pleasure showing you Hilo and what it has to offer. I do have some other videos on the Grand Princess. I have a playlist, so check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.